morning is the potluck called community. Like any good potluck, the joy comes from what each of us brings. That's the sound I was looking for, right? So we're looking for the sense of a potluck where we're all nourished by the things we bring one another. Our worship associate today is none other than the amazing Steph Tacey. Will you get us started, Steph?
I sure will, as soon as I put my other eyes on. So good morning. My name is the amazing Steph Tacey. Who knew? I didn't even know I was amazing. Yeah. So anyway, I want to welcome each of you to Heritage Universalist Unitarian Church. And I offer this welcome very sincerely. It isn't just words. It is a happy commitment. Know that you are welcome here. Your worth and dignity are valued and respected. The who, what, why, those don't matter, regardless of whether this is your 1500th time here or your first. Whether you are 80, 40, or 8 months. You are accepted here as an individual and as part of the whole of this community. We're glad you're here in the sanctuary, on Zoom, wave hello, and even in the future when someone will view this service after it's been recorded and posted on our website. If this is your first time at Heritage, I'd like to offer you a special welcome. We have a member of our Board of Trustees here, and that is Susan Conley. Oh no, I'm sorry, Sue Ray Hall. And they're available to answer any questions about our community and even take you on a tour of our building if you'd like one. We have a busy calendar here, so be sure to check out the back of your order of service for our upcoming events and important information. Today is a good day to be with us for several reasons. Hey, Bill, could I ask for your help while we cover a few announcements?
Sure thing, Steph. For starters, you know, there's so much happening here that it doesn't even fit on that order of service that Steph gave you.
So instead, you'll want to make sure you're signed up for the weekly emails that our office administrator sends out. And if you didn't do that when you signed the guest book, you might not be getting them. So go see an usher after the service and they can help you.
There are other things that ushers can help with too. Like if you don't have a name tag, either a temporary name tag or if you're ready for a permanent name tag, the ushers can help you with that as well.
Or maybe one of these cards if you didn't get one on the way in.
That's right, Steph. We're going to talk about these later, but if for some reason you didn't get one of these cards, you could raise your hand and an usher would bring you one of these cards right now. We'll use them a little bit later.
We also have large print edition if anyone prefers large print.
Very large print. So if somebody needs one of those, take it. Did we mention that this is an actual potluck Sunday and not just the theme of my reflection?
No, but you know what? That means food, glorious food. In the great hall to the right as you leave the sanctuary. And no worries if you didn't bring anything but yourself and your appetite.
Anything else we need to know, Steph?
Well, in a moment we will begin our service. So we'd ask you to please check your electronic devices. You know, they work so hard for us and bring us joy by making lovely and fun sounds to alert us. So for the next hour, let's give them a much needed rest by silencing them, turning them off, or placing them in airplane mode. Thank you. Now, settle in your chair, pause, take a breath in, Hold it and let it out slowly, letting go of any thoughts or tension that might keep you from connecting with one another. Open your hearts and your minds as Reverend Bill offers the call to worship.
And Laura, you want to come on up? Each of us comes carrying the ingredients of our lives, our stories, our joys, our questions, our gifts, and our needs. We bring them to the table of community, trusting that what we create together will nourish us all. As this flame is kindled, may it remind us that we share what we have, the light of community that burns brighter for everyone. Come, let us worship together, and let us kindle the flame of our shared spirit. Thank you, Laura. So the light of our community now shines among us, a reminder that the journey is not one we do alone. So let's lift up our voices for, I think it's hymn 188, but the words will be here, and I think Les is going to teach us how to sing Come, Come, Whoever You Are, as a round.
Now, how about now? Okay, come wherever you are. This will be group 1, right through this row, right here, right there. Group 2, group 3, all the way down to right here, and group 4. Let's give it a try. Let's do 4 today.
If you're willing and able, why don't we rise?
Let's stand up too. Thank you. All right, come all together first, and then we'll do the rounds. Come, come, wherever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving. Ours is a caravan of despair. Come, yet again come. You ready? Come, come, wherever you are. 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 Come, yet again come. Come, yet again come. All together, come yet again, come again. Come, yet again come. Wow, we had 4 groups. That was cool. Thank you.
By this covenant, we affirm that seek knowledge in freedom, to serve humankind in fellowship, to the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with the divine. Thus do we covenant with each other and with God.
You can be seated, except for our Director of Lifespan Faith Development, Lacey Adams, who's going to share just a little bit of what's happening in Lifespan Faith Development.
As you might notice, the word lifespan is in the course of my title. Does anyone know what that means? All of us, yes, there we go. Often I am sometimes thought of as the person who teaches our children, which is actually factually true and a glorious part of my job. But I also have the privilege of being able to teach and learn with all of you. So I wanted to highlight a few places where we are doing more lifespan faith development right here as a congregation, both in terms of what you might want to participate in, or if skills that you might like to help in our growing of our lifespan offerings. So we have had the first of a series of the Spirituality of series, and the first in that series was the Spirituality of Democracy. There are two more offerings in that series. We are finalizing the dates, but one will be in early December, which is the Spirituality of World Repair. And then in mid-January, we'll have another program called the Spirituality of Resistance. And so those are particularly about how we use our faith and our spirituality in this current political climate and moment. So we are also working on eventually offering a multi-age, intergenerational learning around what we call neighboring faiths when we talk about the kids. But those would be an experience where we can learn together as adults about other religions, help to teach our kids about these other world religions, and then go together as a mixed group to visit other faith communities. And so that it will be an intergenerational learning opportunity that has sort of a mix of both being with other adults and being also connected with the kids of our congregation. And the third thing that we're going to be working on in 2026 is actually looking at all of the offerings that we offer as a church for adults and figuring out how do we support the work of other folks who are doing spiritual growth and development in the congregation, and what are our holes and how we might start to program towards the needs of the congregation. So if you're interested in learning together, or helping think about how the needs of adults, those are opportunities that you'll see over the rest of the church year.
Awesome. Some pretty great things. And a lot of those things are things you could be part of. You might have some ideas you could bring to the adult programming as well. And can I just ask you, Lacey, what's going to happen with the kids after I do a quick time for all ages?
Now?
Yeah, they're going to be, yeah. So after time for all ages, our kids are going to be going to the Great Hall and making something yummy, maybe?
No, we're making a tree.
They're making a tree. All right, but this is now what we call a time for all ages. So I'm inviting folks of all ages to participate with me, and if younger ones or people who want to come up front, now's the time. Everywhere? Whoa. Thank you. As I said, I'm Reverend Bill, and I am hoping you can help me with something. Who here has heard of a potluck? Yeah? What's a potluck?
It's where people bring food and we all eat together.
At the end of the service, people have brought food and we're going to eat together, right? Are there any particular foods that you like when you go to a potluck? Yep, Sonny?
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. Survey says, number one, mac and cheese. Anything else?
Deviled eggs.
Deviled eggs. Oh, I like me some deviled eggs. What else? What else we like? What do you like, Laura?
I like anything except, and you know that means.
Anything except something you don't like. So there are some things that you don't like that's on a potluck? Like what?
Poop.
You don't? Okay. I'm not fond of that either. Excrement, human excrement. I don't like that.
I don't really like deviled eggs either.
Oh, so she doesn't like deviled eggs, but somebody else does like deviled eggs. That's really interesting. Yeah. What else?
Wait, are we saying what we don't like?
Yeah.
Lettuce.
What?
Salad.
Salad. So anybody who loves green things? Who's not as fond of the green things on the potluck? Who likes broccoli? Who doesn't like broccoli? Okay, Brussels sprouts. Those I like or don't like? I like them too. All right, so when we're go to this potluck, and somebody liked mac and cheese. Who else likes mac and cheese? Yeah. How would it be if the potluck had 25 mac and cheese dishes, nothing but mac and cheese? I see a couple people who would just be fine with that. But most of us would find that kind of boring. Yeah.
But I would rather have, like, a mix of food.
Yeah, I'd like a mix of food too. I'd like a little mac and cheese, a little broccoli, maybe some protein, steak. Okay, we have one steak eater up here. Chicken, tofu.
Once I did have, like, salt on steak, and that tasted really good.
Okay, so if we have our foods, some of us like them spiced differently. Remy likes his steak with salt on it. I like my eggs with a little Tabasco sometimes. Some people don't like spicy things, and others, we like and need different things. Anybody ever helped make food either for your home or for church? Yeah? What do you like to make?
Yeah, I like to make cookies with my grandma.
Oh, isn't that cool? So there's the making the cookies with your grandma, which is pretty cool. And then there's bringing the cookies so I can eat them all up, which is really cool. What about you, Shayla?
Ice cream.
Oh, I like me ice cream. You ever gone to one of those smorgasbords buffets? Yeah, and they got all these foods, but at the end, there's the soft serve ice cream. I think my kids drained the Golden Corral ice cream thing a couple of times. Yeah, Laura.
Tell you that before I graduated from high school, I used to make a mac and cheese for years ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
All right.
because I used to make one.
Well, I'm hoping somebody made some mac and cheese because we're all excited about it. Okay, one more, and then I got another question for you.
Mac and cheese with my mama.
Mac and cheese is your favorite, it sounds like. So, who knows what a metaphor is? Sort of? You've almost answered it. So, what do you think a metaphor is?
I don't exactly know.
Yeah. So, I thought you were almost onto it because it's kind of when I say one thing that sounds like one thing, but it's not just that. It's actually gives us an idea of something else. Like maybe, yeah?
You're saying the right thing, but then someone hears it differently?
That can be it too. It's usually when I'm trying to make people think about, let's say, this potluck, this meal we're going to have, and the fact that we like a lot of different things to eat, and maybe that's a lot like our church, or a lot like having all of us bring different things, not just food. Like, we each have different personalities. You have a personality. I have a personality. Laura has a personality. And what makes this world better is that we're all in this together, and we bring our differences. And so what I really hope for all of you is that you will understand that this is one of those places where we want you to bring your whole self, your spinning self, your questioning self, all those things about you, because that's what makes this community a wonderful place. Does that make sense? Does it make sense to the older kids out there too? Awesome. So we're going to sing you out with a different song, and it's called Simple Gifts. And it's about just that some of the most important things we bring are really simple things. So we'll sing them out, and after that, Les is going to play it one more time softly to kind of shift the energy in the room. All right? You can go to your classes.
Tis a gift to be simple, tis a gift to be free, tis a gift to come down where we ought to be. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, 'twill be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, we bow and to bend we shall.
There is ebb and flow of needs and gifts as individuals as well as when we are in community. There are those moments in our lives when we need the support of our friends and family to lighten the weight of a sorrow or to brighten a joy by expanding the love and light as we celebrate together. When we share our joys and sorrows during Candles of Community, we receive the simple gift of love. I invite you now to let us embrace you in our love if you have a joy or a sorrow to share.
I'll light one last candle. I know there's a lot of things shared here, but there are many things that are in our hearts. And there are many who don't have a place like this to share their joys and sorrows. So we light this candle for them. Look at those candles. Think about what they represent. And join me in a spirit of reverence. Spirit of love, source of life, sense of community. We thank you for the opportunity to gather, to have a chance to bring our whole selves, to share what's on our heart, our joys, our needs. We especially lift up those who hunger for food or freedom or for compassion. May we be that space, that place where we can offer compassion, not just to those in this community, but also those beyond it. Amen.
So as I mentioned before during Candles, in any village, there is a constant ebb and flow of need as we journey through the ups and downs of life. Sometimes we find ourselves being the ones receiving the love and support, and other times we find others need us to reach out to them. Sharing our abundance is one way we nourish others. During this moment in our service, we pass the plates, asking for your generosity. I'm proud that here at Heritage, we pass our plates, not for ourselves, but for the benefit of others beyond these walls. Each week, our collection supports a charitable organization whose work reflects our principles and values. Today, we share our abundance with Interparish Ministry, IPM, which works tirelessly to reduce food insecurity. This is an especially critical time. The ongoing government shutdown and the interruption of SNAP benefits have left many local families struggling to put food on the table. At IPM, the number of families seeking help has grown dramatically, and so has the need for financial support. And that reminds me of something that I saw that I'd like to share. While having tea with friends the other day at Dosher's Candy Shop in Newtown, I noticed a large, beautifully decorated IPM donation box in amongst their holiday display, inviting customers to give. It's a lovely example of a community gathering around those in need, giving from their own abundance to help neighbors in difficult times. We at Heritage have long partnered with IPM, supporting their mission to reduce food insecurity, feeding children and adults who might otherwise go hungry. And we do this not only during the holidays, but throughout the year, with regular offerings and through the time and energy of heritage volunteers who serve weekly at IPM. IPM's outreach is broad and creative. Their programs include the drive-through pantry, the free choice market, mobile and pop-up pantries, IPM Food Link, supplying food to schools and churches and other partners, the Fresh Start Kitchen, providing essentials for people setting up a new home, backpacks of basics and power packs for students, and more. The donation link is ipmfoodpantry.org, and it's also in the Zoom chat for those online. You can also find it on our HUUC homepage all week, and a QR code is shown above. Please give as generously as you're able. The ushers will now pass the plates while Les offers our musical reflection, What Gift Can We Bring?
What gift can we bring? What present, what token, what words can convey it? The joy of this day, when grateful we come, remembering, rejoicing, what song can we offer in honor and praise? Give thanks for the past, for those who had vision, who planted and watered so dreams could come true. Give thanks for the now, for study, for worship, for mission that bids us turn prayer into deed. This gift we now bring, this present, this token, these words can convey it, the joy of this day. When grateful we come, remembering, rejoicing, this song we now offer in honor and praise.
Thank you for coming to the aid of your neighbors in need. May these gifts, your gifts, fill stomachs and nourish hearts.
Earlier, when the kids were still with us, we talked about potlucks. Together we decided that a variety is a good thing. Thought the kids brought that out pretty well. It's more fun to have a buffet or a smorgasbord than a single dish over and over again. Somehow, unlike the Golden Corral, though, where the same food stations are there every day, and as I recall, really heavy on meat and carbs, a potluck delivers diversity, surprise, and maybe serendipity. A little like that box of Forrest Gump's chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get at a potluck. In about 30 minutes, we're gonna go through those doors and out to the Great Hall and watch a spread of food appear. From refrigerators and ovens, from Tupperware and takeout boxes, grocery bags and garden baskets, maybe from a potato chip bag, I don't know. There's gonna be some green things and some starchy things, warm and cold, spicy and not so spicy for those who don't like it so spicy, savory and sweet. See, no two heritage potlucks are ever the same. The menu is as unique as the people who show up. Some folks will forget a dish, but they'll bring their whole selves, and that will be more than enough. Some will set up tables, some will help tear them down. Everyone contributes something to the feast, even if it's just a joke or a story or laughter. Bring on the laughter. And if that isn't better than a bag of fast food from a drive-through window, you have never been to a heritage potluck. And in that metaphor I shared, church life is the same way. We each bring our own ingredients, our talents. We've heard some of those so far, our time, our wisdom, and yes, our quirks. I'm told that I bring an abundance of those. But somehow those ingredients combine into something that nourishes the spirit. A long time ago, a teacher named Paul wrote to a small congregation in Corinth about what it means to be a community. He reminded them that a living body is made up of many parts, each with its own purpose, each needed by the others. Hand, head, heart. No part, he said, can say to the other, I have no need of you. And so it is with us. Without each of us and the gifts we bring, something essential would be missing. We don't need 18 trays of mac and cheese. We don't need 160 people who all think, act, and believe the same way either. That would be bland, boring, and not especially nourishing. Our Universalist, Unitarian, or Unitarian Universalist, all those values remind us that we are strongest and most joyful when we share what we have and we celebrate that diversity. Years ago, Heritage decided to give away one Sunday offering each month to help the wider community. When we did, giving to the church actually went up. So we tried it twice a month, and it went up again. Today, we give our offering away every week, and our generosity, both inward and outward, has grown. When we share abundance, abundance multiplies. Sharing our financial resources supports things we care about and connects us to the interdependent web of all existence. But sharing our time and our talents and our energy does the same thing. It gives our lives meaning and grounds us spiritually, whatever your theology may be. When you think about your part in building that beloved community, whether it's just here at Heritage or beyond, what gifts do you bring to the table? What would you like to give more of? What might you like to offer that you have never offered before? What are your unique flavors? On your way in, you received a card like this one. You'll see it has two sides. If you don't have one yet, raise your hand and Usher will bring it to you. We're going to start with the side that has this little chalice logo on it. You probably have a pencil or pen. As Les plays some soft music for us, I'd like you to take a few minutes to reflect on your gifts, the ones that resonate with you, and to check the boxes, or circle or write in what feels true for you, the ways you might offer yourself to this community and to the wider world. For those joining us on Zoom, you'll see a link appear in the chat. You can click into that and just complete sections 1 and 2. We'll get to section 3 later. Just so you know, this is not a volunteer sign-up sheet. It's not. It's a moment to celebrate the amazing, one-of-a-kind person that is you. Les. It's okay if you're still working, still thinking, still dreaming, still imagining. Thank you for taking the quiet moment to name the gifts you bring and to continue doing so. Those gifts are what make this community flourish. And sometimes the best way to celebrate them is through music. Right, Bruce? Bruce is going to share a song he wrote, a playful reminder that every gift matters. And he's shared many of them with us over time. Every gift matters when it's used in service of love and community. The song is called Use Your Talents.
So I'm going to sing this song that I wrote about 40 years ago, and as I look at the thought bubbles above your head right now, many I'm reading, but he can't sing. So I'm going to need your help in singing the chorus, and it goes like this. You gotta use your talents, don't abuse your talents, gotta use your talents today. You gotta use your talents, don't abuse your talents, gotta use your talents today. Try it with me. You gotta use your talents, don't abuse your talents, gotta use your talents today. You gotta use your talents, don't abuse your talents, gotta use your talents today. Now comes the tricky part, but I think you're up to it. That's the first and third chorus. The second and fourth chorus goes, did you use your talents? Did you use your talents? Did you use your talents today? Did you use your talents? Did you use your talents? Did you use your talents today? I think we got it. Master gave some talents to his men to use while he went away. Before he left, they reported to him, and they could hear him say, you gotta use your talents, don't abuse your talents, gotta use your talents today. You gotta use your talents, don't abuse your talents, gotta use your talents today. The master came back from his trip suddenly one day. He called his men together and they could hear him say, did you use your talents? Did you use your talents? Did you use your talents today? Did you use your talents? Did you use your talents? Did you use your talents today? Has given us talents to use, and you really know we should. Don't bury him deep inside of yourself, cause that won't do no good. You gotta use your talents, don't abuse your talents, gotta use your talents today. You gotta use your talents, don't abuse your talents, gotta use your talents today. One day we all will find ourselves sitting at the judgment day. St. Peter will look us right in the eye, and this is what he'll say. Did you use your talents? Did you use your talents? Did you use your talents today? Did you use your talents? Did you use your talents? Did you use your talents today?
Like that box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get when you come to Heritage, but thank you, Bruce, for that. That was wonderful. Earlier, I alluded to a drive-through of your typical fast food establishment. That's one way to be fed. talking to a faceless sign that seems uninterested in your needs, half the time unintelligible, often getting an order wrong, inhaling the toxic fumes of the car in front of you as you wait to pay way too much for a sandwich stuffed in styrofoam, stuffed in a plastic paper bag, and handed through a window. That's one way to be fed, but hardly a way to be nourished. For years, friends have asked me, Bill, I don't get it. Why does a heretic like you go to church every week? Now, this was before I was a minister. My contract says I have to be here now. But even before that, I wasn't required to. You're not required to be here. Most of us, at least, aren't expecting that attendance or baptism or confession or reciting a creed is going to save us from a fiery hell. Just got to use your talents and St. Peter will let you in, according to Bruce. So, Bill, why? Why do you need church? I need nourishment. I need community. I need to know that I'm not alone. I need genuine connection. In a world that feels driven by promises of instant gratification, fast food fixes, and social media slams, a potluck is an act of resistance. By claiming a place at a table that's freely offered, for all are welcome at our table, we have the opportunity to commune with one another, with other human souls. We have the possibility of nourishing body, mind, and spirit over a potluck. Yes, we share a meal with one another once a month, second Sunday, mark your calendars, always the second Sunday. But more than that, we share the potluck of community in so many other ways. There's no expectation here that we all need the same things. From a dietary or a theological perspective. If you're intolerant of lactose or gluten, there'll be something out there for you in the Great Hall. Vegetarian, vegan, I think you'll be covered too. In need of a good laugh, a friendly smile, a handshake, or a hug, just ask. And you should ask, especially about the hug. Steph, I've had a really tough week. I sure could use a hug.
I'd be happy to give it.
We each have needs, even those of us who may have been taught that we are weak if we admit it. Many of us were trained to focus only on the needs of others, parents or spouses or kids. That growth and maturity, and maybe an important part of faith formation, is acknowledging our own needs, being honest with ourselves, and sharing appropriately with others. Here's some truths that I'm still learning to live into. Expressing our needs is not a selfish act. And expressing those needs is not a demand that others must fill them. The real trouble comes when we reverse those, when we don't express our needs, yet expect others to somehow provide them. How does that usually work out? Badly at best. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to invite you to turn that card over. You'll see many types of things that a faith community like ours might offer. Some of them we already do. Others are maybe aspirational. Yet this is not Amazon, where you push a button and in 2 days, anything your heart desires shows up on your doorstep. And we're not a mega church offering cappuccinos in designer cups, in case you didn't notice. This is a place where you can feel safe naming your needs and hopes, In doing so, you open yourself to the possibility of being nourished by what the community has to offer. Not a guarantee, but a possibility. At the same time, we as a community can better connect the gifts that already exist when we know what our needs are. So please take a few minutes to ponder side 2 of the card. You'll know that because it says side 2 and it's circled. It's labeled, "What Nourishes Me." Do yourself a favor and write your name and email on the card. We'd like to share the collective responses later so we can see the full banquet that is Heritage Church. If you're online, you can go into section 3, and we'll do all this while Les plays some more nice music for us. In the end, every potluck, every community is sustained by the same miracle. People showing up, bringing what they can, trusting that it will be enough. We've named the gifts and we bring the things that nourish us. They make the table full. I won't invite you to leave these cards in one of the baskets on the way out, but it just occurred to me that I'm going to take a picture of both sides of mine before I do. You've just engaged in some holy work, some introspective work that I want to be of value to you as you leave. So these cards, although we do want to see the gifts here, you may want to take a picture of it before you leave if you've done that kind of work. As we look ahead, we'll have another chance to gather, though, not just to eat together, but to dream together. It's on your order of service, and you'll see more about it, but in a few weeks we'll host what's called a weekend for renewal and connection. It's a time for the whole congregation to share a Friday evening meal, tell the story or retell the story of Heritage, and imagine what happens in the next chapter moving ahead. December the 12th. Hope you'll plan to be part of it, bringing your hopes, your ideas, and your voice to that shared table. Because just like any good potluck, what we create together is going to depend on who shows up and what they bring. May the spirit of this feast, the spirit of giving and receiving and gratitude, continue to nourish our souls in the days ahead, and let us rise as we're willing and able to sing For All That Is Our Life. About halfway through that, Steph and I are going to encourage you to move toward the outer edges of the sanctuary to join hands for a benediction. But for right now, the hymn, For All That Is Our Life. Please rise as you're able.
For all that is our life, we sing our thanks and praise. For all life is a gift which we are called to use to build a common good and make our own days glad. For needs which others serve, for failures, pain, and live, for work and its rewards, for hours of rest and love, we come and praise and thank. For all that is our life. For sorrow we must bear, for failures, pain, and loss, for each new thing we learn, for fearful hours that pass, we come and praise and thank. For all that is our life. For all that is our life, we sing our thanks and praise. For all life is a gift which we are called to use to build a common good and make our own days glad.
May what we have shared here feed us. May our lives, in turn, feed the world.